Hey guys, welcome to SuperMarcelWorld. We're gonna do a retro review for Tim Burton's Batman. This Batman film is one of my childhood favorites. I love it so much. The story. Batman begins to fight the crime in Gotham City and soon he comes face to face with the crazy and deadly Joker. What I like. First reveal. They decided to show Batman right away in the first scene of the movie. They probably did this because of the huge negative reaction they got when they announced Michael Keaton as Batman. Back then he was mostly known for comedy stuff. It's a great scene and Batman is totally awesome in it. The way he comes down in the background, the way he spreads his cape, and especially the line, "I'm Batman." Perfect. The design. The film looks absolutely amazing. It has a beautiful and dark and original style. The Batmobile, the Batwing, the Batcave, Batman's suit, the Joker, Gotham City, everything looked amazing. It was this film that made Batman all black and badass. Before this film, this is what he looked like. Back then, making him black with a rubber suit and a leather cape, that was bold, that was daring, that was new. It changed him from a goofy guy in spandex to an intimidating force of justice. It totally worked out and it changed Batman forever. I said Batman forever. Prince. Prince is one of the best and most amazing artists to have ever walked this earth. Really. He might not have been the most obvious choice, but what he delivered took the film to another level of greatness. It was amazing. One of the best scenes in the film, about 95 minutes in, is where Joker and his gang invade a museum. They destroy precious art everywhere, all doing so while dancing on Prince's Party Man. A great track and it's such a fun scene. Also, Batman's entrance is epic. And there's another amazing scene near the end during the parade where we can hear Trust, another great track. The songs are immensely catchy and it's hard to sit still. The cast. The film has an amazing cast. Michael Keaton really delivers. Kim Basinger is more beautiful here than ever. But it's Jack Nicholson that totally shines and steals the show. The Joker. Not only is Jack Nicholson's performance awesome, but it's also his makeup, his look and his clothes that are awesome. The fight at Axis Chemicals. Once again, the whole scene is awesome, but it's Batman that totally kicks butt. I love his entrance, I love this knockout, and the way he flies towards Joker. Damn, this film is amazing. Oh, the finale. The final sequence in the bell tower is great. Batman, Joker, Vicky Vale and some of Joker's thugs are isolated in the bell tower. The police can't get near them. What I don't like. It's hard to find anything negative about this film, but there were some tiny little things that I didn't like. The animated Batman. At the beginning of the film, in the first shot we see Batman, he's on top of a roof with a camera from above, and for some odd reason they animated Batman. Why? Was it that hard to film a guy standing on green screen with a camera above him? I don't think so. I always thought this was off. Bruce Wayne hanging upside down. Okay, this is another thing that I always thought was really weird. I know bats do this, but this is a human being. This is not a mutant, not a half Spider-Man-ish guy who's half bat. No, he dresses up like a bat, but he's not a bat. So it's kind of weird that he's hanging upside down like a bat. No neck movement. Batman has no neck movement. He's a fighter. He's a creature of the night, but somehow he's not able to move his damn neck. I'm sure that even in 1989 they could think of something a little bit better to have him actually move his head. Because now when Batman needed to turn, it was like... And that's weird. I'm sure they could have come up with at least something different. This was repeated in Batman Returns, and I think, if I remember correctly, it was The Dark Knight, in which Batman says, I need some neck movement, because it's like... most magical moment. It's so hard to choose one, but I think it will have to be the scene in the museum. I love that scene so much. Did you know? The casting of Michael Keaton caused a huge controversy among fans. They sent over 50,000 protest letters, back then you didn't have email, to Warner Bros. And the studio quickly released a trailer to assure them that this was gonna be alright. This is the only live-action Batman film featuring only one main villain. In all other Batman films they use 2 or even more villains. In this film Harvey Dent is played by Billy D. Williams. Lando! As you all know, Harvey Dent eventually turns into Two-Face, and Billy D. Williams was signed, but unfortunately he was recast in Batman Forever and Two-Face was played by Tommy Lee Jones. Here's some fan art I made to show you what could have been. Batman '89 is so special to me in so many ways. It's one of my favorite films from my childhood and maybe one of my favorite films ever. It turned Batman into a cinematic icon that has never left our screens ever since. Together with an amazing cast, music by Prince, an amazing score by Danny Elfman, they really delivered a film to be admired for ages. I give this film 4.5 out of 5 bat signals. Well, that's it for now, friends. How do you feel about this classic? Did you like it? Let me know below. We'll talk. Don't forget, of course, to subscribe. Maybe check out some other videos. And I hope, of course, as always, to see you next weekend. Take care. Bye.